everyone, this is Megan from the Toasted Marshmallow Kitchen. In today's video, we're making 3 delicious recipes. First up, we're making Korean beef tacos. To a small bowl, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. This will get mixed really well and then set aside. Over to a skillet, I'm going to cook and crumble 1 pound of ground beef. Once it's cooked through, you'll want to drain the grease as well as you can. I'm adding in a spoonful of minced garlic as well as the sauce mixture that we made earlier. This will simmer for a couple minutes and then dinner will be ready. We had this over tortillas that were warmed up. The recipe calls for kimchi, but my store didn't have any. We did top our tacos with shredded lettuce and spicy mayo. With the leftover meat, I ended up making quesadillas the next night. It would be good over rice bowls as well. Now we're making slow cooker cheeseburgers. To a skillet, I'm going to cook and crumble 1 pound of ground beef. I'm actually preparing this a week ahead of time and freezing this mixture when it's done. Once it's cooked through, I'm seasoning it with salt, pepper, and Kinder's Buttery Burger blend. This will be followed by 2 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of mustard. This is the point where I froze the meat. I thawed the meat the night before and now I'm placing it in my slow cooker. This cooked on low for 3 hours. Towards the end of the cook time, I stirred in some shredded cheddar cheese and then added more on top. I put the lid back on until the cheese melted. We had this on rolls with mayo and I also sprinkled chives on top. This is perfect for hot summer days, especially if you prep the meat ahead of time like I did. Next up, we're making Mexican street corn fries. In this bag, there's about 1 pound of chicken tenderloins, and I'm adding a splash of lime juice and then seasoning it with a package of taco seasoning mix. This will get mixed around until the chicken is evenly coated. If you have a go-to taco seasoning blend, you could definitely use that for this recipe. The chicken will then get placed on a lined and greased baking sheet. This will go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 18 minutes. Once the chicken is fully cooked through, I moved it over to a chopping board and diced it up into bite-sized pieces. For the sauce, I'm mixing together a 1/3 cup of sour cream, which is then followed by 3 tablespoons of lime juice. This will get set aside just for a little bit. Off camera, I microwaved a can of corn and seasoned it with 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, chili powder, and salt, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. To plate dinner up, I added a layer of fries that I cooked in the air fryer. The fries then got topped with our cooked chicken, corn, and sauce. I'm crumbling up queso fresco on top. I recently learned that you can freeze this cheese and it still crumbles well even when it's frozen, which is perfect if you don't use this cheese often. I had all of the intention to add cilantro, but I ended up getting grossed out because there was a bug in it, but dinner still turned out really well. Thanks for watching. All recipes will be linked in the description box.